Alrighty, ladies and gents, another month and another bunch of private React videos for patrons, and this month's Slayer installment. As you can see, I actually did a little bit more work. What I ended up doing, which I have no clue why I didn't think of doing this before, it was like an epiphany. I'm like, why don't I make a playlist of the stuff to watch rather than me fumbling around with links in the I'm trying to make the video. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer that I should just easily make a playlist, click play, and just watch them all. But I'm not that smart until right now. I guess I just, I wised up. So, we're about to watch some K-pop. We're about to watch a Yakuza 0 comedy video, kind of one of those incorrect review videos, and also a trailer, a 4-minute highlight trailer for a Korean drama show that I believe I actually saw a little bit of a couple weeks ago on my React show, DSP versus the Internet. But this is a more full-fledged trailer. So here's the deal. It's all going to be one video. But that also is going to open this up to more potential for issues. If anything gets claimed or blocked, the whole video might. In which case, it might take a while for this video to show up in its entirety on YouTube because I might have to edit stuff out. So let's see what happens. I'm going to make the video. Hope for the best. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm a little bit worried about 200 K-pop songs all in one video. And I'm also a little worried about that Vincenzo highlight. But I guess we'll find out what happens. All right? One other thing. Slayer, thank you. And by the way, happy belated birthday to Slayer. It was his birthday the other day, and this was kind of, he said, something he wanted for his birthday was a really long React video. He sent me some information about how this works, how these countdowns work. So in previous top K-pop countdowns that I've been doing here, I've been asking, gee, how are these ranked? How does it work? Because how is it that this band ended up being in the top this many times, this one didn't? A lot of these songs are similar, so I don't understand why one would get voted in over the other. So essentially the way it works is, this is not like a Billboard Top 100 or anything like that. This is over the course of a year, these songs were popular when they were first new, and it's a 10-week period. And during a 10-week period, people online vote on these songs on how popular they are. So essentially, every song had 10 weeks to be voted on, and these are ranked in the amount of votes that they got in the 10 weeks that they were new. That's interesting, because I don't think Billboard Top 100 works like that. I don't think, like, MTV rankings, when they used to do, like, Total Request Live, I don't think they did those like that. It was always different. So that's kind of fascinating that that's how this is going to work. And I'm excited to see, what's in a top 200. Although, admittedly, 200's a lot. Hopefully we can get through it. And they don't all seem the same. The good news is these top 100 ones I've been doing haven't been so bad. But 200 is quite a lot. I guess we're going to see. Without further ado, let's jump in, because this is going to be a very long video between that and then the other stuff. Let's get it going here. Same intro. This channel always does the same intro, huh? That's nice. That's branding. So 200 freaking songs, huh? Oh, they're actually showing what the top songs were from 2014, huh? Well, this is a long time ago. BTS is 2015, huh? So I guess what they're doing is they're recapping previous years. And we're going to build up to 2022 stuff. Now, again, these are all based on voting, online voting. It's not like it was, it was in official ranking anyway. BTS again in 2016. I find it funny that people, know all these guys and their names and everything. I don't know. Blackpink, again, Blackpink seems to be the other, humongous, worldwide known K-pop group, right? Like, they seem to have that worldwide notoriety. So, not surprised to see them in there. Pentagon we've definitely seen before. I remember that name. Those are more laid-back songs. Oh, Mama Moo we've seen too. Yeah, we've definitely seen this before. So we're almost to current day here. Dreamcatcher. This isn't surprising. It seems like they've been more popular recently, right? Some of the rankings we've seen. But they have that kind of theatric horror mix, gothic in their music. Dreamcatcher again, 2 years in a row. Look at this one. Looks like, again, like a horror movie. Alright. So there we go. 2022. It begins. Number 200. We're probably going to see a lot of new groups we never heard of before, like Extraordinary Heroes. Kind of neat. It kind of looks like a rock band, although I really doubt that they're really playing those instruments. I think we've heard this girl before. The name looks familiar. Peak 25. So basically what they're showing is what was their highest ranking overall at one point. But that's only at one point when they were new. And then they were basically outvoted by many other things. Classic. This isn't bad. It actually sounds a little different. It doesn't seem as similar to a lot of the other songs. It has a different kind of a style to it. Almost like a hip-hop style. Gravity? Like Gravity with C. Gravity? Man, these guys got way too much makeup on. They're like ultra, they all look like porcelain dolls, right? They way overdid it in this video with the makeup. One Us. Alright, One Us. Actually, Slayer wrote me an email about a bunch of these different groups. And this one is One Us. There's another one called One Me. That's a spin-off group, and they play instruments, while One Us is more like a core pop group. So that's interesting. I hope the volume's good. It's hard for me to tell if it's too louder. N-Mix. Funky Glitter Christmas. Well, see, this song probably only would have been popular during the month of Christmas. And after that, it probably wasn't popular anymore. Who's going to be voting for this in January or February, right? So, kind of destined to only be temporarily popular. Lapidus. Yeah, we're already seeing a bunch of we've never heard of before. It's like Egyptian-style dancing or something. Right? Like walking like an Egyptian. It's a weird visual style where they drop frames of animation to make it look more choppy. I know that's a visual choice. J-Hope. This sounds familiar. I feel like we heard this one before. I totally think we heard this one before. I think so. Sounds familiar. The Boys. Oh, I don't think this is the ones from Amazon. These aren't the Amazon boys. These are the Korean boys here. By the way, isn't that one of the backdrops we just saw? One of the common backdrops that's used in many videos? I think it is. The theater backdrop. I think we've seen that in other videos. Whisper the Boy. BTOB, we've heard this guy before. He's walking in the snow. This reminds me of like the heartthrob kind of 90s R&B crooners. Or, he's not really R&B though. It's a little different. Oh my god, look at the size of those shoes she's wearing. Oh my god. Stay away from her. She steps on your toe, you'll lose your foot. God damn. She's repeated the same thing like a million times. NCND. A lot of dancing in parking lots in these videos, huh? They look like dancing a lot. The business is like, just go away. We're trying to do business here. You're dancing in front of the store. Go away. Here's this Extraordinary Heroes again. So I guess they had a good year in 2022. Already we got 2 songs in the top 200. But, you know, they didn't rank too high overall. They did well. Peak of 22, they did well when they were new, right? When the song was new. Victon. Is this one guy, Victon? I mean, his name is just Victon? Nah, it's a group. There's the others. Now that I've seen so many of these over the last year, they definitely all have similar video themes. If you take a look at a lot of these all have the same kind of backdrop. Here's an exception. Here's what's totally different. This guy's not doing the typical dance in front of the backdrop. He's actually dancing in real places. His dancing's a little weird, though. Not sure what he's doing here. Eric Nam. Victon again. Oh, this reminds me of something. Oh man, this totally reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on it. This is like a modern pop guy from the United States. Sounds very familiar. Mubin and Sanha, Astro. By the way, that's a police siren outside. That's not the song. It's down the street there. These kids are not getting arrested. I like the visual style of this one. Again, like gothic horror, kind of like in a church, right? Saw is back. Psy has returned. I mean, Psy must have had a big comeback, huh? I'm not saying that he never was popular, but you didn't really see these countdowns. Now he's in a lot of these. I bet he appeals to so many different age ranges because he's not just a young kid like a lot of these K-pop groups, right? Gaiyan, Dreamcatcher. So, someone from Dreamcatcher made a solo song? That's what it looks like, right? And this is nothing like the regular Dreamcatcher stuff. Completely different. This is very reminiscent of 90s dancing. This reminds me of like Janet Jackson or Paula Abdul with the dance moves and everything, definitely. The song is very slow moving too. Now here's an interesting collaboration. Oh, wait a minute, what happened? Wait. Why was that so fast? I wanted to hear it. It was an interesting collaboration, so a popular Korean singer with someone completely outside of Korea, and it was like 1 second. Maybe they were so afraid of getting a takedown request or something. J.O., we've seen this one. Arson, this is the one where the kid is like, yeah, hear him? Right. It's this freaking rap, this hard rap. Interesting. Yuya, again Dreamcatcher, but another singer? So did they each do their own individual song in an album or something? That's interesting, and it's all different styles. Huh. Very interesting. That's pretty cool. If you're a group and you do your own unique thing for a few years, and then you want to break out into your own songs as part of a group, and they all support each other, that's neat. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move the logo. I just realized I'm blocking the rankings. Hold on a second here. There we go. I'm blocking the rankings like an idiot. I didn't even realize that. Sorry about that, everyone who's watching this. Alright, now we're better. Now we got it better. You're probably all yelling at me for the last 10 minutes. I Hate You by Woods. Woods! Boy, they really like their plastic chair outside lawn chairs, huh? The visual style's kind of neat. That background. The song reminds me again of like some 1990s rock band. Max Chang? Oh, Devil! This is one of the first ones we saw last year. This was for Halloween, right? Yeah, we saw this one for Halloween because it had a horror theme. Devil. Yeah. It's a good video. I really like this video. Vivid Love Aid. They love their synchronized dancing over there, man. All synchronized dancing. I would say that's one of the major differences between K-pop and American music is it's not always just about this crazy amount of dance over here. There it seems like every single video, they're going for this big synchronized dance number. It's like required in the video, right? Here it's definitely, I've seen wild ass music videos where there's no dancing, something can't make sense of what's going on in the video. Here it's like this is required. Everyone, look, there it is. I almost feel like it would be rare to have a singer over there who doesn't have a dance component and makes it, right? It seems like that's just part of the experience over there. One Harmony. Pizza! Yummy. They're like the Ninja Turtles. I think they were supposed to be like the Ninja Turtles. They were in the sewer. I think that was with Ninja Turtles homage there. So Mamamoo is back. This is this group, right? Unique group. Didn't we say previously we thought they were older? They seemed there was a video where they were just singing. They weren't in a video, and they all looked like they were older compared to the other groups. Lapidus. You know what I've noticed? You hear this like almost like Arabian sound to it. We're noticing that in several videos. In the last few times that we've done this, as if this is intentional, like they're trying to have an Arabian mix of cultures in the music now. One Wee, so this is the group that really plays instruments. I know this because Slayer told me. So they're a real band who actually play their own music. Now that's cool. That's what I grew up with. Bands that actually were playing their own music, not just we dance and sing and someone else does it in a studio or on a computer. See, another Dreamcatcher, and again a different girl. So I'm guessing, yeah, they each did their own individual songs where they were the leads, and they had a unique album like that. That's kind of cool, actually. That'd be like if the Beatles each had a major song where it was just their one song and everyone else was the backup to them. That'd be interesting. I wonder if we could do that. And hyping. We heard it hyping before, for sure. Paradox. Okay, it's really just Paradox, I think. It is Paradox. They all were around 20 or 30 when it's his peak. You see that? Yolin. Oh, this is the same girl from before who I said was like a Janet Jackson, Fallout Jewel style, right? Yeah. More studio dancing. I doubt they're really outside. It looks like they're in a studio with a green screen behind them. So here's this other kind of video that I'm noticing. It's like a montage of just unrelated actions, but it's the slow-paced music. This is the other style of video that I'm mentioning or noticing now is kind of a commonality here in the K-pop style. It's either everyone synchronized dancing or there's some kind of a montage of slow-moving stuff, right? Yena. Look to you, Yena. This is different. This is her again. She's like the head of like a rock band, right? Although interestingly enough, doesn't really sound too much like a rock band. You listen to music. Here we go again. The montage of unrelated stuff that's just kind of slammed together. It looks like this is just them doing stuff as on tour and stuff as a group, and they just use the random videos to make a music video out of it. See? That's totally what it looks like. And mix again. What's funny is we're almost through 50 videos. It's only like 15 minutes. No, I guess that does make sense. It's an hour-long video for 200, so that does make sense. I was trying to think time-wise if it made sense. By the way, is that in one of the common sets again? I think it was. Woo-ah. Now that's a unique name. Woo-ah. Catch the stars. Yet, the theme is very similar. It's a school dance. Look like she's investigating like Scooby-Doo or something with that flashlight. Some of these are too bright. Like this one, it's like way too much light, too overlighting. It would be like if I was gonna do my video today and I did it like this. Hi everyone, are you liking my reaction? Like, calm down a little bit. You don't have to be that bright. Like, holy moly. I mean, I understand what they're going for. They're going ultra girly or whatever. But Astro. I think we've heard Astro before now. This is definitely a studio set. They're dancing and posing here. I don't know what it's supposed to be though. Like, what is that set supposed to be? An apartment? It doesn't look like an apartment. God, Stray Kids, you've seen them before. Let's get them. Water gun each other in the summer. We're just a bunch of rascals doing rascal things in the summer. We actually have water balloons and we're going to toast some marshmallows. Actually, do they even toast marshmallows in Korea? I don't even know. We always play guitars at the beach. There's so many electrical outlets to plug them into. Kingdom. This is familiar. Kingdom, I think we've heard them before. That sounds familiar. Very elaborate outfits. I like this. Kind of like, very European. Classical outfits. So, Hyun out of Monsta X. Now, we've seen Monsta X before. Again, is this similar to the Dreamcatcher deal where it's a song with one person highlighted as the lead and really becomes their song, possibly? That's kind of neat that they do that. I'm interested. You know Slayer's going to answer all these questions for me after the fact, so. Super Junior. Dude, look at that freaking pinstripe suit, but pink. A pink pinstripe. He reminds me of someone, too. He reminds me of another looking American pop star. I don't do that with my finger on it. Oh, here we go again. So the other Dreamcatcher, Jiu. This is funny because all the others were like way lower. This one's at 150 around. So they're all pissed off that her song got so much higher recognition. Right? So she had the goddamn dog. That's why she had so many votes. Bullshit. They voted for the dog. One double. Now wait a minute. We had one us, one we. What's one W? Is it another different group? They're all one something. I don't know what this is. What are they wearing? What were those masks? Tribe. Oh, we heard this one before. Kiss. Yeah, we heard it. It sounds like a kiss of a snake. Yeah, we definitely heard this one before. The more urban dancing, the harder hitting moves. Road. That sounds familiar too. I feel like we heard this one before too. Yeah, we did because I remember the whistling. Yep, we heard this one before. This one's not bad. I actually like the effects on the voice. It's echoey. I actually like that. It's relaxing. Newest. You are the newest. Are you now? This is one guy? I guess this is one guy because it's only showing it one guy. Look out for those antlers. They're coming for you. Fall off the wall. E1 Harmony. Here we go again. Synchronized dancing. This time they're on a freaking underpass or something. Right? A highway. Reminds me of Lost Judgment. Where he's doing the racing club. I remember that. It really reminds me of like a bunch of racers. Highlight. Now they look like they're inside of a freaking box in a horror movie. It looks like Resident Evil 1 movie where the lasers are gonna come chop you up. This is obviously a Lightbox dance studio, right? It's made just for videos. Wow, look at the water on the floor. That's an interesting effect. Dancing on the water. Stray Kids are back. Give me your TMI. Too much info? Give me your too much info. Is that what that stands for? Here we go. This one's the montage. See? Montage of stuff rather than it being dancing. It's telling. This one's a little different because it's not just a montage of random stuff. It's actually telling a story. So I guess there's 3 patterns from the videos there. So this is back to the dancing. 10 is one guy. So okay, so we have the choreographed dances, the montages of unrelated things together, and then scenes that tell a story. 3 different styles of music video. Interesting. You are. Oh my girl. You are. She's pissed. Whoa. Jesus. She's very upset. Don't text her. Don't ever text her. She's very upset at texts. Sorn? Oh, it's blurry. I can't even tell what's going on. It's so blurry. Everything's out of focus, right? It's so hard to see. You can't even see her. It's like you're high on drugs or you're totally drunk or something. You can't see straight. It's like you're at a club. That was a weird video. I couldn't even like focus my eyes on it. Oh my girl. This sounds familiar. Oh my girl. I think we've seen this group before. If it is a group, is it one person? I think it's one person. Oh my girl. Red Velvet and Espa. Beautiful Christmas. Once again, theme song for a holiday. It's not going to be popular overall because it probably only got voted on for a month or 2, right? It is a good theme though. Catchy. Pretty catchy. Moon Buell. Cheese in the trap? Like, you mean like mouse? Falling for cheese in the trap? Well, here's one. They're obviously in school, but I have no idea what she's singing about. 6, 4, 5, 8. You forgot the number 6 in the name of your song. Come on, it's your name. How can you forget it? You can see the peaks are actually a little higher on these. We were starting in the 20s and 30s. Now we're like the teens. You notice the points, overall points are getting higher now, higher up in the voting. One Wee's back, and again, they're playing just real music. I mean, not here properly, but they actually play their own instruments, right? They're real instruments. That's kind of cool, man. They're almost like a real band. Yeah, they really are a real band. Woozy. Now, 17 we've seen before. We even learned a little bit about that group. So this Woozy, again, it seems like a standout song of one person out of that band doing their own. And if it says 17, you have to think that maybe it's a collaboration with 17. Maybe it's not. And they're just doing that so you know who they are. I don't know. Here we go. Sua. Here we go. Dreamcatcher. Again, is the rest of Dreamcatcher pissed that she seemed to have the highest ranked song out of the whole group, right? They all had their individual songs. Interesting. I have no idea why this is the highest ranked one. Maybe it's the dancing. I don't know. It didn't sound too much different. Winner. I love you. This is so a bubbly cartoon song. This is like remembers like Nickelodeon shows or something. Look at this. Blue's Clues. See Blue running in the background. Oh my goodness. Crazy Town. Not Crazy Town, Lazy Town. SVT Leaders? Don't know who this is. I don't think we've heard them before. Very, very strong moving hip-hop dance moves. Tan or Tan. I'm not sure. Do do do. Do 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 do. That'd be something. There's a whole song of some guy just says do 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 do. It's not obviously. I'm just being silly. I have no clue what the song's about. I'm gonna tell you like it is, son. Alexa Tattoo. So this is just another single. Another single person. Yeah, not a group. Oh, it's all in English. Stuck on me like a tattoo. Hitting me up when it hurts the most. Damn, interesting lyrics. I think you the whole song there. Stray Kids, chill. Look like they're in an art gallery, right? Interestingly enough, it's all like water. Look, what's going on there? Ice and water. Oh, it's called Chill, the song, so I guess that makes sense. Jamie. Pity Party? The name of the song is Pity Party. Interesting. Have yourself a pity party. Yuha. This looks like a horror. Last Dance? This kind of looks like a horror video. Right? Ooh, what's going on in this one? I have no idea. Do you have like mental issues or something? It seems like it, right? Another solo artist, by the way. Neon and G Idol. We've seen G Idol before. So I guess it's another solo song from someone from a group. And again, I'm wondering, are these solo albums they went out, are they just singles? Or is it an actual album where each person in the group did their own singles and the rest of the group supported them? It's interesting to know how they did do that over there. NCT Dream, there's a lot of green in this one. Where are they? Are we supposed to be a laundromat or something? Switch on? I don't know where they are. What is this? A game store? Mode? Yeah, a game store set on the ceiling there. I don't know any game store that looks like that. Just saying. NCT 127, Too Bad. Oh, we've heard this one before. I recognize the lyrics. The visual style is interesting because of the weird background that was behind it. Zombie, again from Dreamcatcher, and again, this is now the highest ranked one. See, I don't know how many people are in Dreamcatcher, but now she's got the highest ranked one. I wonder why. What's interesting is, again, the style of every one of those solo songs is very different from the ones they do together. 17. They're back together. They had the solo song from that other guy, but now they're together in this one. Watch Pastel. Oh, this is the one where they paint on their faces and stuff. We saw this one before. That's what the guys do. They get together and they sing and they stab teddy bears and they paint each other's faces with pastels. That's what guys do when they hang out. I don't know if you guys do that. 1 week. Again playing their instruments. They had a good year, huh? 2002, they've already had many songs in the top 200. 3 at least. They had a pretty good year. That's good. I respect the ones that can play their own instruments, man. That's a ton of talent. What's that? They're in a time capsule or something? Lee Shea-yeon. Okay. Hush Rush. What are these weird lip rings he's wearing? What the? They definitely stand out and look odd. I have no idea what that song was about. I couldn't tell. CSR Love Tycon? Or Hearts Tycon? I'm not sure. Particon, maybe? Maybe say Particon? Let me see that. It's interesting how they put emojis and stuff to their names. Probably Particon, I bet. Sorn. Okay, this one, can we see the video? Because the last one was the one that was blurry and we couldn't see it. Featuring Yeons. This is a collaboration song. Oh my god, this totally sounds like a 1990s club, like pop music club song, dance song. That's like a freaking what the hell is her name? I can't remember her name. Like Ashley Simpson or something song. I don't know. People are gonna yell at me now. I'll be like, no, it's not. That's fine. You can yell at me. I don't see the video comments on these private Patreon reacts, just for the record. All right, Victon, Stupid O'Clock. The name of the song was Stupid O'Clock. Jeez. P1 Harmony. Uh-oh. Boxing Club and Lost Love Judgment now. Look out. Beat the shit out of each other. Doom. Doom. Who the hell's that? Random guy playing a freaking guitar. Doom ba doom. A tease. Don't stop. We've heard a tease before. Definitely familiar. Interesting, because this is one of the ones that tells a story, see? The visuals have nothing to do really with, I think, the song. It's telling it like a movie almost. Narrative. Stray Kids are back. They're playing a bootleg Bamani game. It's totally not a real guitar game. It's not any of those ones. I used to play Guitar Freaks in the arcades. That actually was out before Guitar Hero ever was. That's probably what it's supposed to be like, but that's not what it is. It's a farcical game. RM featuring Eugene Wildflower. Now, this totally looks like a movie of some sort. Whoa, it's really hard to hear the vocals. So echoey, there's so much like music echoing. Huh. That's real hard to hear. Promise not. Stay this way. This upbeat summery song. You know, that's why they show the beach, they show the green grass. Again, a song like this, you know what though, without the video, that probably could be a song that would have longevity, I would think. I was gonna say it's a summer song, maybe it's not. Omega X. Yeah, we've seen them before. Again, another one that almost has a little bit of an Arabian sound to it, right? This seems to be a theme. Maybe that's Indian then. Maybe it's Indian or Arabian or both. It seems kind of similar. Won Ho, Eye on You. Is this just the one guy, Won Ho? I think so. Interesting camera. I was going in, out, and then you got chains. It's like, it's hard to focus because it's all over the place. 50-50. I think we know 50-50. I think we've heard them before. Loving Me. Classy. We've seen classy before. Tick, tick, boom. Oh my god, there was a song. Tick, tick, boom. No, it was click, click, boom. It was supposed to be about a gun. It was a rock song at one point. It was American. Now I'm thinking of that instead of tick, tick, boom. I'm pretty sure they're not related. Pass the mic and hyping. Heard it hyping before. Future Perfect. Once again, probably one of these common dance sets. Looks like it's a totally reusable set for other groups too. More street dancing. A Pink Chobum? That's a weird, unique name. A Pink Chobum? Copycat. It's supposed to be, it is the same girl, right? It's not two identical girls, it's the same girl dancing. It's supposed to be copycat, like something copy. Ouch. That was painful. Rocket Punch. The name of a special move of Sentinel in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Rocket Punch is the name of a freaking group in Korea. That's interesting to me. Did they have Sentinel come out and Rocket Punch everyone during the video? I guess not. It looks like a pretty standard girl group video. Nothing special. Stray Kids Freeze. Stray Kids seem to have these themes. Were they the ones that had Chill earlier too? And now they have Freeze. Dang. Oh, we saw that one before. It looks like they're surrounded. They're gonna get their ass beat or shot or something, right? Like gangsters sitting around them. Rocket Punch again. Rocket Punch. I'm never not gonna think about Sentinel saying Rocket Punch when I hear that phrase. Looks like they're getting captured in a box. No clue what this is about. But standard choreographed dances. NCT Dream, we've seen them before. Oh yeah, we've seen this video before. This is the one that has the crazy cartoony graphics. Crazy color schemes and contrasting the colors, yeah. I like that they each look a little different with their outfits. They look completely like different characters, right? It's kind of neat. Kepler, Refresh. Put that girl down. It's scaring me. What's weird is at one point, they're in like a kitchen. And it looks like they're renovating the kitchen. And all of a sudden, they're in like an empty building. It's not even built yet. What a weird contrast. Now we're there. I don't know. WJSN Chokomi? What on earth? How do you pronounce that? I think that name's a little too long, honestly. Oh, look at this. The Lay's Chips tie-in. They got the sponsorship. That's pretty funny. The Lay's Chips sponsorship. Very nice. I gotta land me a sponsor. I got some Pringles or something. Get them stuck on my hand. Yena. smartphone. Why are those? What the hell? That was Frankenberry? What is going on? Why are there like cereal mascots in this one? Another sponsorship. Achieved. MMD Mamadol? I don't know if we've heard this one before. Mamadol? Again, they seem like they're older, don't they? They seem like they're not a young teen group. They seem like they're older, which is fine. I like the variety instead of everyone being a teen girl in high school. Whoa. Whoa, kid. Whoa, kid. New Jeans. We've seen New Jeans before. I don't know why they're called New Jeans. If there's any significance to that or not. Hype Boy. Peak 6. So this, now we're in the top 100. We're entering the second half, the top 100. And these are going to have like single-digit placings at the time when they release songs, which is interesting. I wonder how many will have ranked 1 at some point. That'll be neat to see. This one was number 2. BTS, yet to come. What a shock that BTS was ranked 2, right? The most beautiful moon. Oh, I love going to those swing sets out in the desert. Those are my favorite ones. What the hell is that? Monster X. All right, I think we're gonna start to see the more familiar names now. The groups we've seen before, the groups that have had high rank before. This seems to be simulating one of the stage show competitions that we've seen before. Only it's a music video, so it's a staged stage show. Is that what you would call it? A staged stage show? Nature, limbo. They're actually limboing in the video. Whoa, that was actually cool. They limboed in the limbo video. Let's do the limbo. Whoa, the whole pacing of the song changed. That was unique. Moonmule. Mamamoo. Oh, Mamamoo again? So is this one of the Mamamoo group members, again, is the lead in this song, so it's kind of a highlighted song for them. Interesting. I'm sure, again, Slayer's going to answer these questions for me next time. He's going to tell me all about how these featured songs work. Weekly. Venhara. The sun is going supernova behind you. You might want... actually, I guess if the sun's going supernova, there's not much you can do about it. You're just going to die anyway, so... Kiss your ass goodbye. All right, here we go. Maybe jump through one of those dimensional gates and then escape and survive. Look at that. Go to the alternate dimensions. VI featuring Davida and Soulja Boy. Why would Soulja Boy be in a Korean pop song? Did they not realize that he's a joke over here? He totally is. Like, no one talks about Soulja Boy or cares about Soulja Boy. By the way, he wasn't even in that part of the video. Pixie. You see Pixie. Oh, that's kind of I like that. A smooth. I actually like this song. You hear it's auto-tune though, but I like the rhythm of it. That was like a smooth rhythm. Stray Kids, Lonely Street. Kind of boring. Sorry, kind of boring. Sorry, Stray Kids. You guys got enough hits, alright? I could criticize one. Kwon Yoon B. Glitch. A glitch in the system. This reminds me of Nier Automata. Totally reminds me of like Nier Automata. That fabricated city or whatever it is. Constructed city. Did you just call someone a bitch? That's what I heard. Your Rainbow. NMix. Again, back. This whole video is about a picnic. We went on a picnic, yeah. They fell asleep at the picnic. Got the beat. Step back. Again, one of these low frame rate ones. Oh, it's a little jarring to watch the lower frame rate, actually. I like the background looking like it's outer space, but I don't like the low frame rate. It's actually very distracting and annoying. I know it's supposed to be artistic, but I don't know. Like, certain things it works with. Like, across the Spider-Verse or whatever, it'll probably work. I don't know about this one, though. B.I. Keep me up. We've heard them already, right? B.I. That's cool. They got the flying cars behind them. It's supposed to be the future. You see that? Like, flying vehicles in the background. Mobile Land, we've seen them at least once before. Natty Natasha. Oh, Yummy Yummy Love. We heard this one before. I was going to say it sounds patchy. We heard this already. Yep. What is yummy yummy love exactly? Okay, maybe I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Brave girls. Thank you. They're very brave to say thank you. Apparently, Korea is very taboo to say thank you about anything. They're brave to say. You get, hey, thank you very much. Oh. It's supposed to be just accepted that you're gonna be nice to people. You don't say thank you. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. Treasure, hello. Wow, very pastel, bright colors one, right? Hello, we dance and dance. They really love that arm whip. Treasure. What's going on outside? I hear more police sirens outside. I think someone's getting arrested in my neighborhood. Yo, this is new. I don't know this one. Yo. Although that background we already saw in another video. We totally already saw that in one of these videos. Yo. What the hell? She looks like a spider catching her prey. That's what it looked like, right? Well, 17's back. We've seen this one before. Yup, this is the street with the shops. We've totally seen this one used before. Yep. Has everything exploding? Their dance moves are so awesome. It just makes all the electronics in the vicinity just explode spontaneously. Interesting. Gee, another life. Is it the key to another life? Actually, that'd be interesting. I think he's got like a... I was just going to say, some blueprints projected behind him, like he looks like Tesla or something. It's Elon Musk in the presentation. I don't know what that is. BB Animal Farm. Oh, shit! Okay! She just beheaded a guy at the table. That's unique. That's allowed. They thought that was... Oh my god, it's like Kill Bill. Holy shit. I'm pretty sure kids shouldn't be watching this. That was pretty gory and disgusting. Holy fuck. Jackson Wang. This has been shortened due to copyright. Look at that. Apparently this one gets a lot of copyright issues. New Jeans Attention. I mean, that's nice of them to have shortened it due to copyright. Peek at 8. What's funny is I've watched some of these on YouTube before, and then my video has gotten blocked segments. It's like, how was it able to be played? How was it not blocked? Very weird. Alice dance on. So they're all tennis players. Here you go. They dance instead of... You know, people who actually want to play tennis probably pissed. They're like, get the hell off the court. You're gonna dance, you can dance over there on the friggin' grass. I'm trying to play this fucking game over here. Get out of here. No, shut up. We're dancing. We're all rich. Itsy, which we did see before. Boys Like You. Oh my god, look out. They're all huge. They're all mini Godzillas. They're gonna wreck Tokyo here. I guess technically they're not that big. Look, the buildings are bigger than in the background. There's a giant spider on the wall. Look out. Are they all staring at the guy with their mouths open? NCT Dream, Beatbox. So now we're getting peak. See the peak song? They're starting to be into the single digits now. You notice that? Probably a bunch of these are going to be single digit peaks now. But we haven't seen anyone who's hit number 1. We saw the BTS hit number 2. We haven't seen one that hit number 1 yet. That's not bad. It's like a summary song. BOA. Forgive. Like Boa, like Boa Constrictor. This is just one person, it looks like. A lot of, you know what? A ton of solo women and only 1 or 2 solo guys so far, right? Must be much harder to be a solo guy artist. Okay, Stray Kids again. Venom Spiderweb. We've seen this one before. It sounds familiar. Definitely the name is familiar. I don't remember the song too well. Oh, they're wearing the Spider-Man mask. That's funny. Woo Ah is back. Roller coaster. This is 1,000,000% green screen. No, it's not actually. That is a real set. Never mind. I think they just put some visual effects on it. Like the lights and stuff in the background are way brighter than they really are. What's funny is the same with roller coaster. There was no roller coaster there. Big Bang, Still Life. And appropriate to the name of the song, it's a very slow-moving song. Like a power ballad. It's one guy, and this is just one guy. He's got a quote in the mountains behind him. What the heck? WJSN. Now, we've seen WJSN, but it said another name after it. Was that a combination of 2 groups then? And this is just the one group, maybe? WJSN Last Sequence. Alright. Last sequence, yeah. Jesse, so we've seen Jesse before. And like I said, totally looks to me like very Americanized. And I believe that Slayer did tell me that she is from America and that she went to Korea and became popular. But completely representing like American hip hop almost, right? Promise 9 or From is 9 DM. Don't know what you're singing about. You can't tell somebody. You're like, huh? Itsy. Isn't this the one with the Skechers or something? The Skechers tie-in? Itsy sneakers. A whole song about wearing sneakers. I guess that would work in some cases. Treasure again. Jikjin. I don't know what a Jikjin is. Oh, they hit 10th place twice in the 10 weeks that they were being ranked. That's interesting. This is an interesting mix. Look, they got unique backgrounds they're dancing in. Then they're in cars driving for some reason. There's a lot of them. Holy shit. Be the Endit, like Bandit with an upside down A, I guess. Would be like Bandit. Venom. That's another song called Venom. The second one called Venom. A lot of Venom in 2022. And now they're on bikes. So the last group was had cars. These are on their own bikes. Alexa, back in vogue. Well, as you can see, completely green screen here. This is not real. No way, right? That's all virtual. Well, Billy. Jinja Minja Yo. Oh, we saw this Jinga Minga No or Jinja Minja Yo. Yeah, we've seen this one before. Yeah. Jinga Minga Yo 8. I bet you it placed that high only because that's a catchy ass refrain. Purple Kiss me 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 me. Another big statue behind them. We already saw a couple videos like that with these giant statues. Exit Fire. I don't know if you heard Exit before, have we? That sounds unique. I don't even know that one yet. Again, you notice almost like an Arab or Arabian style to it almost. Yeah. And mix again. Ah, here we go. Another single digit. 9th place dice. They were actually simulating like rolling dice there, weren't they? For hands. Whoa. Oh, hamster wheel. That was cool. What the? That was interesting. What the hell's on her hands? BB Vengeance. 5th place twice. Honestly, I think it was one of the worst songs. I didn't like that at all. The song itself was terrible. Okay, Red Velvet Birthday. Number 9. Well, ranked 9th at one point. Oh, I think we've seen this one before too, because I remember the big bear in the background. The big gummy bear. Oh, that was Edward Scissorhands. Did you see that? That was supposed to be an Edward Scissorhands reference. Team Gasoline. Is this just the same guy? He is the one guy. You've seen him before too. Oh, I guess he's a solo artist. Prince. Right? Jin, the astronaut. Oh, we've seen this one too. Because he totally stands out, right? I mean, you want to talk about something that stands out amongst all these videos. The one guy just kind of standing around with space behind him. Doing arbitrary things and singing to the cosmos. Right? Luna Flip That. 8th place. Again, highest one we've seen so far is number 2, and that was BTS. We gotta start getting to number 1 soon, I think. Flip That. Solar, again, Mamamoo, but only one of the group members, Solar. So again, it's just like a focus on one song. Honey, okay. Cherry Bullet. Love in Space. That's a unique name, Cherry Bullet. That stands out. Out of all the names of these groups, that one actually really stands out, you know. That was a good choice of group name, for sure. The video doesn't really stand out, though. Very kind of generic compared to a lot of the other ones. Got 7. Nah, nah, nah. Whoa, this one hit #1. This one was the highest ranked video, at least for a week, right? Nah. A relaxing song. I don't know how many guys actually sit around sniffing flowers. I'm just gonna be honest. A lot of these guys seem to do these in these videos. Soon Me, Heartburn. Another unique one, right? A unique look, a unique name. Soon Me, and then her hair is red like the sun. What is with this guy? What the? He's kissing her. It looks like he has freaking intestinal problems. What the hell is that? I kissed her. All of a sudden, I just shit. One Us. Bring it on. There you go. Another background that's definitely been reused. Although this is unique because this is the carnival set. See that? This is the one I think has been reused. This part, and I've seen that in other videos. S-Book. Life's Too Short. Peak is 7. Well, there's a bunch of girls having fun. Bunch of teens, right? It reminds me of a song too. Man, I can't remember what song it is though. Yuju play. Yuju. That's not. I don't know Yuju. This is probably the first time we've seen it. Don't she had any more in the top 200? Maybe just the one placing. That was it. Alexa's back. Wonderland. The second or third song, right? I think maybe the third song. Top 200. Damn, I wonder if you're having 3 or 4 songs in the top for a while a year. If you're making big banker now, right? I wonder how much money this equates to, how much popularity it really equates to. You gotta wonder. A Tease Gorilla. 9th place twice. Oh, we've seen this one before because I remember the unique background that says Gorilla in the building. Yeah. That's a cool background for sure. Very unique, cool background, in my opinion. Alright. Jesus, don't scream. Pretty Psycho. Purple Kiss. You know what's funny? This video is only a little over an hour long. We're at 50 minutes or so, but we still got like 50 to go. I wonder if they have to do fast stuff at the end because of copyright. I wonder if they'll do like a single second of each song. Vivi's Bop Pop. No, Bop Pop. Oh, this is the one that sounds like almost like disco dancing kind of, right? Bop Pop. Again, you know it's catchy. It's smooth moving and catchy. It's probably why it's popular. Shunha Sparkling. This one sounds like a rock song, doesn't it? Interesting. 4th place, one of the highest placing ones that we've seen. Unique set too. But You Icon. Icon you've seen before. Oh, this was when they hit #1. Okay. So at least for 1 week, this was the top song. Icon. Liquor House. What are you doing? You guys are way too young to be drinking. Get away from that Liquor House. TXT, we've seen that before. Good Boy Gone Bad. Yup. And this one was 6 twice. Interesting. You really pissed him off this time. You texted him so much, he's upset with you. And now he's gone bad. Really? Ring my bell? Oh, we heard this one before. Billy with 3 L's. Oh yeah, again, it's a rock song. It totally is a rock song. I like that one. I like that one because the rock music. Pentagon again, feeling like 4th place. It's kind of catchy at the same time. There's not many lyrics. I don't know. Maybe good one to listen to, but how would you sing along to that? Taeyeon, oh, she's back. Can't control myself. Tika 4. We've seen her in many videos before. So, overcome by the paparazzi. disapproving man in the background who used to know her, now he hates her because she's so popular. They're like, man, she was disgusted with herself. She's not herself anymore. Triple S, Triple A. What a name. Generation. This is the same bedroom that 2 or 3 other videos is in. We've seen that bedroom before. It just looks redesigned. It's the same exact room. I just would be simulating what a teen girl would actually live in, you know, in Korea. Like this kind of apartment they would live in, probably. Le Seraphim. So apparently this is supposed to be an anagram, changing around the letters that spell I'm fearless, and that's all it means. Because last time I said Seraphim, that's something to do with the Seraphim, and Slayer actually responded and said no, it's just I'm fearless, shuffled around. So, by the way, that was a 3 placing number 4. Blackpink number 1. What a shock that Blackpink would do a song that hit number 1, right? There you go. I get the feeling now we're gonna start to see some of the more common bands that everyone knows, or I say bands, they're not bands, they're music groups. We're gonna start seeing a lot of commonalities now. Watch, probably see BTS in here and stuff. Blackpink again, back to back, shut down Peak of 2. Oh, we heard this one before too, the Whip It Whip It. Yeah, we heard that one. So that's what it is. If you have a lot of fans, they're gonna vote for your stuff, even if you're not necessarily the better song. They're gonna have more fans coming out and voting. And hyphen again, blessed curse or blessed cursing? How would you pronounce that? Blessed cursing. Goes on and on. Kepler, oh, wow, it hit 5th place 4 times. So it was probably going up and down like this for the 10 weeks it was on the chart. I would say this is kind of a catchy beat. Catchy beat, but I don't know about the lyrics again. This sounds unique. The vocal and the style of the song is unique. When you listen to it, I'm not even looking at the visuals, it just sounds different and stands out. I'm not surprised Kwon Eun-bi was number 1 at some point. Red Velvet film, we've seen Red Velvet before. This one was just like 3 times. And see, this one doesn't stand out to me. That last one did, this one doesn't. Oh, maybe it does. Maybe that part of the refrain sounded a little bit. Mama Moo is back. Delilah. 5th place twice. Yeah, see, these are not high school age women. These are older women. That's why they kind of stand out. That's a good thing, by the way. They don't have to be high school age. Purple, I almost said purple piss. Purple piss dirty. Where's said that before? It's even on here. Again, this kind of looks gothic, or it would be like haunted or something, I guess. Maybe. Probably. Le Seraphim again. Two twice. Fearless. We're getting up there now, top 30. So we're getting there. Catchy. Cheshire. Sounds like a few other songs we've heard, so they really stand out for me. But Itzy apparently is popular because we've seen it a few times up there. Yana featuring Vivi Smiley. This was number 1. We saw this video before because I remember the diner. Dancing in the diner. Suji? 28 or easy. This is a solo artist. 4th place 3 times, so it kept going up and down. Interesting. Those off tones of music make it feel almost haunting, like a haunting melody. Psy is back! Suga! That, peak at number 1. Psy is, that's awesome to see that he's basically still popular after like a decade. When no one talks about him outside of Korea, by the way, like, no one remembers this guy. So it's good to see that he's still popular. Aespa is back. Now we're getting all number 1. Girls, number 1. We're probably gonna have almost non-stop number 1s now. No idea what that was. Stacy, Beautiful Monster. Stacy is a group? Or just her? I don't even know. What did the heart say? Switch? But it wasn't spelled right, was it? Now this must be a group because it's different. Yeah, it's different women. Stacy again, back to back. Run to You. This one was number 1. So they had a good year. I don't know why. The song wasn't that good in my opinion. One Same Scent. And no, wow, this one was first place twice. Okay. The way the dress reminds me of Michael Jackson a lot. Again, couldn't tell you why the song got those kind of votes, except if they're just a popular group. A-Pink Dilemma. Second place at some point, huh? A-Pink. Why did you use the pink? Alright, this is it. The final countdown. Top 20 now. So we're really down to the nitty-gritty now. Stray Kids again for the first place. Case 143. Alright, this one I get. It sounds unique. It sounds interesting. It's catchy. This, I understand why this would be a top song for sure. Can't believe we're back. Wadada. See? Catchy. Fast-paced, catchy. I mean, everyone's running around Korea saying, Wadada, Wadada. Yes. Neon Pop. This is the number 1. I told you there's going to be number 1s now. I think it's a little boring when they're just themselves. I like to have the groups interact. It's just the one person. It kind of gets boring watching the video a little bit. Like, I don't really care about her sitting there drinking a soda by herself. Who cares? Tara, When I Move is another number 1. Another solo artist. Wow, a lot of solo artists in these top places, huh? More than I expected there would be. Wait, is it a group? It's a group. I totally thought it was a single artist. It's not. Never mind. 17. All right, we've seen 17 many times before. There they are. Hot, number 1. Well, they hit number 1. His wing fell off. We saw this one before, by the way. Remember the wing coming off like that. All right. New Jeans back. First place twice. Ditto. Oh, look. It's the stereotypical dancing on the ceiling of the high school in Japan. Never once did I go to a school where they allowed you on the rooftop, for the record. I don't know why in Japan apparently everyone can go on the rooftop. I've never seen this before in real life, but apparently it's a commonality because they all do it. There it is. Alright, Card, Ring the Alarm 3 times number 1. 3. Now this is a cross-gender group, an intergender group. That's unique. I can get it. It's unique because it's the cross-gender group and their music kind of blends together nicely. I've Love Die. 3 times first place. I remember this one. We've seen some of these before. Love Die. Oh, Dreamcatcher, Vision. First place twice. So I bet Dreamcatcher as the group will be in the top 10 like a bunch of times. How much you want to bet they're going to be in there at least another 2 times? I will guarantee it. This group should be very popular right now. And you notice when they're in the group, it's a different vibe, it's a different style of video. Stray Kids, there you go. Now they're in Maniac. First pick. First place. So you're seeing the big groups. Dreamcatcher, Stray Kids. It's the commonality of these groups. They're here a lot of places here. There's probably BTS here at least once. Blackpink's got to be here at least once, right? They got to be coming up. Twice Talk That Talk. I don't remember Twice being in the top 200 besides this, so. Twice at first place. And their name is Twice, and they were twice first. Interesting. What did I say? Dreamcatcher, here we go again. 30 times at number 1. Post-apocalyptic music video. Look at that. Nice Mason. Complete green screen. Le Seraphim is there. Anti-Fragile. 4 times in first place. So they went up, they got knocked down, they came up again. They just kept going up and down. Interesting. Again, post-apocalyptic. What is going on with everything destroyed in these videos? G Idol's there. Oh, Tomboy. We've now seen this video like 3 times. So apparently it was very popular last year. Here's the peak of first place twice during the year. Okay. Afterlife. First place twice. I've never seen them before. I wonder how hard it was to dance in front of those fireworks if it's real and not, you know, not CGI or not green screen. Probably distracting, right? Try to dance in front of it and not screw up. There's Taeyeon. We've seen her before. In fact, this is one of the first ones we watched last year. It might have been one of the first ones we watched last year when I started reacting to K-pop. So, I Envy You. 3 times it was number 1. 3rd most voted of the year. Look at that. Girl Generation Forever One. We haven't even seen them, and they're at number 2. First place 3 times, right? Girl Generation? I don't remember them. Maybe once. Wow. Who's gonna be number 1? Not BTS and not Blackpink? That would be surprising. Who's it gonna be number 1? We're gonna find out. G Idol. Well, with that Moulin Rouge, we've seen this one before. It's a Moulin Rouge style music video. It has that vibe for sure. So, G Idol. Apparently on this, I guess it's on this YouTube channel, right? The champions of this channel. I don't know if overall if that means that they were the most popular, right? Over here. There you go. Yeah, people vote every week on this channel, huh? That's pretty crazy. Alright, well. Certainly an interesting mix of stuff there, for sure. And it's cool because, like I said, there's 3 commonalities. There's, we all choreograph dance together. There's, it's completely unrelated montage of us doing natural stuff. And then there's, oh, it's like a story being told in a movie. Those are the 3 commonalities I notice in these music videos now. So, I wonder, and it's very rare when you see anyone kind of break out from that mold, too. Like, they all seem to be that style, which is interesting. Alright, well, anyway. Slayer, thanks. That's a lot of K-pop, man. That was a lot of K-pop. I would say next month, if we could do something not a 100 or 200 countdown. I'm okay doing the K-pop stuff, but that was a lot to see that montage. Maybe something different, something themed, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's continue on with something a little different. I believe this is a Maxor incorrect review.
There are spoilers in this video. Yakuza 0 is a groundbreaking business management and unhinged violence simulator where the player is tasked with the thorough exploration of people's faces using your fists.
Correct.
In this Oriental-inspired entertainment product, it's up to you to beat dastardly criminals nearly to death, manage the economy, manage women as a pimp, yoinky sploinky, grant pizza to the illiterate, and so much more. In the backdrop of a murder mystery crime drama incited by rampant real estate speculation, we play as the hard-boiled Yakuza, Kiryuza Bumafu, and
Kiryuza Bumafu. I like that.
The streets of that weird city from Persona 5. Along the way, doing an excess of justified self-defense mugging to spend their ill-gotten gains on increasingly odd behavior, all in an effort to untangle a sinister power struggle taking place within the silly spaghetti club, with such esteemed members as the entire cast of Goodfellas and a Sundowner from the Metal Goose series. Of course, innocents will become the crossfire. It's an inclusive game. Whether I was on the stage, getting invested in the plot, performing gentrification, or just watching literal in-game pornography, I was always held at the edge of my seat, wondering what could possibly come next. So despite the darkness and absolute certain murder, it maintains a tonal dissonance I can only describe as neck-shattering, in a way that is always a breath of fresh air. With all this said and done, I invite you to enjoy the bizarre world of Yakuza 0 and the thrilling experience of its dimensional karaoke.
It is a weird game. It is a very weird game because it came after most modern Yakuza. or most older Yakuza, but it's supposed to be set before it. It has all the weird shit in it that evolved over the series, yet it's like supposed to be like the 80s or whatever, right? It's really weird in that regard. Great game though, I really liked it. Look at that. Synchronized beatdown. I wanted for larceny in 9 countries. How
There
nice.
is no better place to start than with the various methods we employ to atomize people into their base particles. With 2 playable characters and 8 unique fighting styles, there is always variation. And for the blind people in my audience, Yakuza is a beat-em-up in the most literal sense possible, matching the player against absolute Mongolian hordes of strange characters, such as goons, bikers, your own Yakuza, men in black, and Chinese men. Don't worry, these delicate hands would never kill anyone unless they don't subscribe. Ring that bell, smash the bell. We attack using a flurry of different, intricate combos to build our primordial rage meter, which we use to cause the real damage in the form of hundreds of completely absurd animations, ranging from light jabs to permanent injury and certain death. The beauty in all of this is that, like the beautiful and respectable-sounding Japanese language, expression of our death resource is context-sensitive, with possibly hundreds of different, entirely unique animations.
That's one of the best things about Yakuza, the context-sensitive finishing. It's so fun.
Are you carrying a giant cone?
The giant road cone.
Are you near a ledge on this one level? Well, not to
Say
worry.
bye-bye.
Or maybe you just have a box. Serve that shit up faster than FedEx. Every single takedown is this gratuitously violent. But don't worry, neither of our characters canonically kill anyone. We just give them lifelong disabilities that are worse than death. Since I'm feeling generous, let's talk about exactly how. Playing as Kiryu Kazoo, our fighting styles consist of the Brawler, a classic, fast-moving fighting style focused on replicating the police experience. Attacking and dodge heavy moves well suited to cowards, and monkey mode, which instantly adds several hundred pounds of muscle mass that you then have to drag around.
That's the weirdest mode, the monkey
Switching
mode.
to
I
our
remember
next
that.
character, Pirate Captain Goro Majima gives us the funky style.
Yes, he has all the
thug,
freaking crazy dance
we have a
moves.
wide range of generic moves and the fucking neck snapping power. I don't think they're going to get back up. As a breakdancer, yes, a breakdancer, we sacrifice takedowns for style in the most absurd and flashy way possible.
So ridiculous.
And as a slugger, we cheat by pulling out the fucking baseball bat and wield it like nunchucks, letting us hit quite hard and exploit every boss in the game. He just can't do anything. On top of this, there are 2 secret fighting styles normally completely inaccessible to the player, and unfortunately the process for their acquisition is very interesting. One might say physically painful. As early as Chapter 7, you're given the business opportunity of establishing a whore monopoly, and Majima takes it with
this is what I
great
didn't do. I didn't bother
To
with
unlock
that.
the final fighting style, we will have to run our cabaret club well enough to unseat the 5 prostitution daimyo of Japan. It'll be a fun side quest, I told myself, just like Oblivion. That's a fun game. There are many ways to run a high society cabaret club.
Yeah, you have to do it part of the story. You have to do it. You can't even like skip it. You have
Has
to run
many
the club as
factors
part
to
of the
consider.
story.
Contrary to popular belief, all women are different, but like the caste system, all people can be classified. Our objective is to keep the customer as happy as possible by balancing our women's specializations. Some girls are cute, others are great at conversation, and some are skilled. Akina has a degree in biomedical engineering. Poor patrons, like me, have very low expectations and can be pleased with rubbing rocks together, while wealthy patrons have refined tastes like physical and mental abuse. Every employee has their limits, and it's up to you to stretch them.
Again,
as
I didn't
far as
really do this
possible.
that much. I only
Truly,
did what
we
was
are the
necessary to
Bezos of
advance the story, so I don't actually know how far it went or how deep the system was to get into it. So.
Cabaret. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be attending the poor people hunt. Of course, as a proper host, it's up to you to attend to every customer, whereupon things go from relaxing to batshit. Every time you wait a table, you'll receive a cryptic hand signal from the girl, which tells you what the customer desires. And if you want to please them, you better remember all of them. What the fuck are you trying to say? I don't know. I'll be back with a gun. And just in case this wasn't painful, every time you go to a new table, the game will throw a fucking flashbang. So over the course of a never-ending grind, I was given the most painful migraine I will ever get in my life. This screen and this music inspire my killing urges. By the way, this game is a beat-em-up, so to conclude our cabaret adventure, our reward is the Mad Dog style, which allows you to wield a knife and sprint at fucking breakneck velocity, striking
I never got the Mad Dog style,
and unlocking takedowns that straight up kill
Damn, that's
people.
crazy.
Oh, fuck, that looks pretty sharp. Anyways, playing with the knife style is absolutely an experience, one that I would never repeat ever again.
Oh my
so when I
God.
heard that unlocking the other secret style involved 8 hours of the real estate quest, I probably had a PTSD attack.
Oh my god. Who's singing?
Kiryu is going to have to do without the poopy farto style. I have a fucking fish to feed. Take my advice. Yakuza 0 has a lot of side content, and if you happen to be a completionist, stay away, or you might just be locked in the Facebook game for 3 days. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be spending the rest of my day betting on domestic violence.
How to spend money very responsibly. At the dance club.
When I first played this game, I expected brutal combat. I expected silly takedowns, but what I didn't expect was the hour I spent with the claw machine.
I did this too. I did the claw machine. I was doing some judgment too.
I don't think I need to play pool for 3 hours, but they just put it in. And let me tell you, nothing sells the fictional world of Japan better than a good night on the town.
Oh, yeah.
So at this point, I started wondering what kind of game I was actually playing. It turns out that Yakuza 0 is a lot like reality. You always need more money, mostly for upgrades where you inject money directly into your arms and collect every vaccine. But secondarily, healthcare never comes free. So every time you take damage, you're gonna have to consume to fill the void inside. Or alternatively, carry thousands of dollars in medicine. There is no limit to juicing. It's no exaggeration to say that Yakuza's difficulty depends entirely on how much of a Sigma male you are. Kiryu might not get any pussy, but he is getting paid. You might think that beating up the homeless is the way to go, but that is for babies. If you want to make the real dough, you'll have to risk it all. On gambling, more specifically, betting on scantily clad women beating each other half to death.
No, I never did
because
this
of the
either.
copyright music and interesting visuals. Putting this in my
Is it
video
reminiscent
represents me
of,
betting my real income. Majima,
Rumble
however,
Roses
never has money
or,
problems
like, Dead or
because
Alive?
his cabaret pays him several billion yen. The entire plot of the game happens because we're fighting over 1/10 of that. So it's a shame that I lost all of it. Yes, all 10 billion of it, because I was robbed by a man with fucking orangutan strength. This is Mr. Shakedown.
Mr.
And if you ever encounter
yes.
him, run. It doesn't matter how much you have. It doesn't matter how long you've spent getting it. If you lose to Mr. Shakedown, he will take all 10 billion of it and then disappear to somewhere. So if you want a cent of that back, you better go find him eventually. That's pretty bad. But like all human suffering, this can become a business opportunity. You see, Mr. Shakedown is actually a form of banking. Whatever amount he robs from you, the game will add 15% more. Meaning, if you're up for the challenge of defeating Harambe, the returns are worth it. At least with this method, your money doesn't vanish into the void. Of course, that isn't always a bad thing. There's a lot of places to spend our money, and most of them are fun. A little too fun, actually. I don't want to have to read the fucking phone book to play some goddamn Chinese solitaire. Tabletop simulator, never heard of it. The only game I play is Eels and Escalators. What I'm trying to say is, this is a rabbit hole. A good one. My personal favorite was getting addicted to the bowling game and then winning the chicken, who doubles as a financial advisor. Yakuza is not meant to be questioned. And that isn't even the wackiest game. That honor goes to the phone dating, which takes the form of a shooter. Yes, like Call of Duty. To win a date with the girl of our dreams, we are going to have to pick the right responses from a wide variety of options, most of which are insane, like inviting a girl to fight a marsupial. For some reason, women don't like that. But the best possible outings lean heavily on this game's amazing soundtrack, which features a number of beautiful karaoke themes, stylish disco tracks, and stellar emotional ballads. I am, of course, talking about the karaoke and the dancing, which are both incredible in their style and creativity. They are so out there, so truthful, and sound so good that I just couldn't get enough of it. In short, they're everything a dance should be. This scene tells me more about Majima than an entire Hideo Kojima script. Kiryu has never killed anyone, but let me tell you, this man knows how to murder a dance floor.
So good. Those are the funny parts are the best part. The stupid fan service bullshit, sexualized dating nonsense. You know, there's some people that are gonna like that if you're so into Japanese culture, but the other stuff's just silly fun, and that's the cool thing about these Yakuza games. They have so much content, you know. Question with the best in.
And yet, that's not even half the fun, because Yakuza 0 contains an array of interesting, meaningful, and necessary side quests, which allow the player to engage in a variety of small stories, ranging from pizza delivery to replacing a phone battery. That one's a little boring. You can even roleplay as a Persona fan by following a child around the city. Often, these quests will have entirely unique fights and challenges, accompanied by complex moral judgment and logic puzzles. In one instance, I was given the task of infiltrating the cult of Munan Chohan,
I remember that.
So
That's in 2 different games, by the way.
Practice of Shurapipi, the acquisition of Kulipos, and the greeting of Munancho.
This is in Yakuza 0 and Yakuza 6
on
has
their
this.
exact definitions. I promptly beat their leader to death. In another instance, Kiryu teams up with the famous movie director Steven Spinning, known for his hit film Indian Jeans.
Indian
to complete
Jeans.
A music video with famous international pop star Miracle
Gee, who could that
Johnson.
be?
I was hired to beat the extras to death. Now that I think about it, every side quest ends with a trip to the hospital, except for the pizza one. That ends in love. It's not delivery, it's too short. No. This stands in stark contrast to the actual plot of the game, which is played completely straight. Taking everything I've said before into account, you might think this is weird.
That also, that's one of the weirdest things about Yakuza is with all the insane, zany, over-the-top content that they wedge into it. The fan service, the crazy nonsense, and all that content, it's all optional, and then the main story is like super serious, like a drama. It's like, what?
Sometimes it is. One day, you might be saving a helpless blind woman, and the next, abandoning her so you can play Idolmaster for
Exactly,
several
that's why
days.
it's so
I'm
weird.
sure that she'll be just fine. But funny anecdotes aside, there is an abundance of real drama and emotion here. Of all the things I expected this game to be, sad was not one of them. Neither did I expect a believable love story or the murder mystery. This game is downright determined to constantly surprise you, even if it has to stop making sense. In Majima's story, we are sent to kill a buff Chinese man before fighting him, teaming up with him to save the innocent, and then fighting him again, but I changed my mind. This exact arc happens with 3 separate characters, and that's just Majima's story. In fact, despite the game being called Yakuza 0, Kiryu leaves the family in Chapter 1. Then he fucking rejoins it. Every antagonist has so much goddamn personality that you just don't know when you're gonna be friends with them. Every man is vying for power and control, but each does it for their own distinct reasons. Wano is a Genshin Impact player who only desires money and women. Kuze is a boxer who wants to fight a lot. Shibusawa is obsessed with power, and Nishitani is the Joker. Enemies become friends, friends become enemies, and Kuze will not leave me alone. The only character who's actually not interesting is essentially Chinese Spider-Man. Holy shit, whose defining feature is that he's ugly. Unless you play the Chinese version of the game, then he's weirdly
What the hell?
also on the cover. But even when playing
He's
in the
completely different in the Chinese version of the game. They made him look normal. What on earth? That's really weird that they changed it like that. Huh.
Series of circumstances, the game still catches you off guard. A tense deal with a Yakuza boss can change seemingly at random into a ridiculous combat encounter fighting 90 enraged apes. Or in the case of Majima, a visit to the CIA becoming a fever dream in which you have to fight the buff cross-dressers. The game cares more about good gameplay and fun story than actually making sense. It's quite refreshing. When Yakuza gets serious, it really means something, and when it's being silly, it's absolutely cathartic. Everything has impact. Unless it's a gun. We haven't killed anyone, by the way. All in all, Yakuza is more true to life than any other game I've ever played. Not by making sense or being realistic, but emotionally. At the beginning of this game, Kiryu is just kind of a cool buff guy. But after exploring his friendships, seeing him have fun, and just interacting with people, I realized that this is much more. So when things take a bad turn and we're at our lowest point, you really feel it, more than almost any other game. Yakuza
really likes
is
it.
about life, with all the beautiful ecstasy, awful tragedy, and everything in between. Fights are never just fun in Yakuza. They can be comedic, cathartic, or just really goddamn cool. Activities make you feel like a part of the world, and every cutscene is filled with emotion and personality. When I first played, I thought that Yakuza was all over the place, that it was somehow messy. But now I realize that life is fucking messy, and that's okay. I want to thank all of the Yakuza bosses who are using my channel to launder money, kind of like a pizza joint in New York City. If you want to contribute towards the channel and facilitate all of our questionable activities, then I recommend taking a look at my Patreon down below. Thank all of you for watching and waiting, and of course, don't try to escape.
That was good. That was good because you could tell like he said, he started off maybe playing the game and not knowing what it was going to be. But at the end, you're a fan. Yakuza 0 is actually a good one to jump into because it's the prequel to all the other Yakuza games. And you don't need to know the background of the Yakuza games to understand it. It's a wild-ass game. It's zany over the top. But if you could stick with it, it's actually quite a fun game. For me, I skipped a lot of the nonsensical stuff, but I did enjoy the game overall. So we have one more thing. This is the longest private react video I've ever done. It was a special thing for Slayer's birthday. So the final thing we're going to do as a 4-minute highlight from a Korean drama show. I had seen like a minute trailer of this on my React show, my weekly React show a couple weeks ago. But now we're going to watch a 4-minute segment of it and see what it's all about. Here we go. Oh, maybe we're not. What the hell just happened? Somehow, the console malfunctioned. It did. The Xbox malfunctioned and shut down while watching YouTube, of all things. How did that happen exactly? That's never happened to me before. All right, well, I need to get back to the playlist, guys. Hold on a second here. Oh, that was a new one. YouTube crashes the console. That's, All right, let's get back to YouTube here. What on earth happened? The video that does not want to be watched, it turns your console off on you. Interesting. Well, let's go here. Here it is. I'm going to try to click play on it. Okay, it seems to be working now. That was weird. That's never happened before. Hopefully that's not a regular occurrence on my Xbox. Okay, so Vincenzo main trailer, 4-minute long highlight, K-drama trailers. Let's see, 4 minutes. You think this would be a good show? Let's find out. Let's find out.
상관없어요. 판결은 내가 할 거니까.
Is he a hitman for the mob? Yeah, he's Korean, right? His name's Vincenzo. Obviously. Let's see. Find out. I don't know.
마피아의 콘실 리에리가 한국에?
빨리 헬기 지원 요청하고 출동 준비해.
아니 걔네들이 뭘 먹을 게 있다고 굳이 이 대한민국에.
So it is. It's the Italian mafia in Korea.
이 건물을 무너뜨리는 것이다.
이탈리아에서는 마피아들만 마피아 짓 하죠?
변호사 때려치우고 배우 해보는 게 어떻겠냐?
한국에선 전부 다 마피아의 까르텔이에요.
아저씨, 가기 전에 우리 돈 좀 주고 가요.
제 의뢰인은 여기를 헐고 새 건물을 지을 겁니다. 기존 세입자들은 재입주시킬 예정이고요.
하지만 난 당신 같은 인간들 절대 믿지
So
않아.
he's trying to kick people out of the building because they want to do something with it, the mafia.
뭔가 사람이 좀
But he's doing it through unofficial means.
쎄하게 생겼습니다.
당신한테는 안 팔아요.
No one likes him. No one wants to deal with him.
이탈리아 변호사 유니언에서 온 건데 변호사 맞아요?
혹시 다른 관심 있어서 그러는 거? 그죠? 맞죠?
제 경험상 다른 이유가 있는 거죠.
그게 도대체 뭘까요?
그건 저도 모르죠. 하지만 이 건물 가치보다 훨씬 더 큰 거겠죠?
우리 바벨 건설이에요.
지훈아 협박하는 겁니까?
Yeah, look, beating them up. He's trying to strong arm them out of the building.
너희는 지금쯤 아무도 모르게 포도밭 걸음이 됐을 거야. 다신 나 협박하지 마세요. 처음이자 마지막으로 드리는 충고입니다.
오늘부로 여긴 바벨 건설 소유가 됐습니다.
더 장난칠 게 남았습니까?
바벨 건설에 대한 모든 자료
So he's
보여주십시오.
not with Babel
가끔
Constructions?
믿어야만 확인할 수 있는 것들이 있습니다.
그렇게 끝까지 쇼를 하고 싶어요?
지금 뭐 하는 거예요?
여기 정말 양아치 기업이네요.
양아? 마야? 거대 까르텔? 무슨 미국 드라마 속
Sounds like he is.
무식한 샤발라들.
나 질질 끄는 거 싫어하니까 신속하게 마무리하고.
이제 시작해.
그냥 법이고 뭐고 뭐 한 방에 그냥 철거하는 거죠. 아버지 잘못이고 뭐.
보이지 않는 정관계 로비스트, 엄청난 리베이트, 재판의 조작. 이 사람들은 장사꾼들이 아니라
In
괴물입니다.
this hour now we're making this video, there's a lot of cops outside. I don't know what's going
언젠간
on.
이기겠죠 뭐.
변호사님은 절대 괴물을 이길 수가 없습니다.
내일 밤 11시. 야, 오늘 촬영 시 어디야?
빨리 다 대피시켜야 돼요.
무슨 수를 써서라도 막아야 합니다 이거.
도대체 왜 이렇게까지 무모한 겁니까?
So I don't get it. I lost the plot here at some point. Because at some point it was he's working for the mafia. The mafia want these people out of the building because they want to do something with it, and he works for the mafia. But then who's this Babel construction? I guess there's like a mystery theme where another group comes and says now they own the building, and now everyone's confused. It's very odd.
사람 목숨 해치는 건 하지
And
말죠.
people are getting killed now. Look at this. So what's going on?
악은
누군가 진짜 괴물이 나타나서 이 나쁜 새끼들 그냥 다 쓸어버렸으면 좋겠어.
악으로
Fight evil with evil.
시작이요? 나 아직 시작도 안 했어요.
독하고 강하고 뻔뻔하게 우리 홍차영이가 딱인데.
지금 하려고 하는 거 나와 함께 해요.
이제 화나서 그래. 난 무덤에 선배가 들어가는 게 싫어요.
오직 선배 걱정만 하는 거죠.
지금부터 판을 싹 다 다시 짠다.
난 이 쓰레기 같은 짓을 절대 용서하지 않을 거야.
I don't even know what that says. It's Vincenzo, right? So it's interesting, but I kind of lost the plot halfway through it. Like, it's kind of hard to tell what's actually happening there at the second half when this Babel construction moves in or whatever. Seems interesting. Seems like an interesting show. I don't know. I have to think about it. I mean, that's on, what is it? Is that on Netflix or whatever? I don't have that. But, alright. This seems like an interesting show. Alright, so, wow. That was the longest private react I've ever done. Slayer, happy birthday, happy belated birthday. I hope you enjoyed it. And anyone who watched this after the fact, if indeed you did, I hope you enjoyed it as well. Hopefully with all that music and stuff, it didn't all get claimed and blocked. I hope that everyone enjoyed it. And until next time, like I said, I would hope next time we don't do another one of these ginormous montages. I like the K-pop stuff, but not an hour straight. A little bit more of a break from that, maybe. A little bit. I guess we'll see. I'm not saying a total break from K-pop. I'm just saying, that was a crazy countdown. But all right, so everyone, thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, signing off. Peace out.